Okay. It's time. I need to. I need to talk to Trochi. We are going to be telling Trochi that we need their assist, or I want to run by my thesis and also ask them if they know who took my or if anybody's taken copies of my diary, because I have a suspicion it was Saperi who did it. Very, very suspicious that it was Saperi who did this. Hey,
Hey, first off, how are you? Second off, why the fuck is there ice everywhere? Third off, it's cold as fuck now.
yes.
Fourth off, yeah,
First off, I'm existing. Uh,
okay.
do you want the scientific questions first or the personal questions first?
Either works. Oh, hold on.
Do you want to borrow my coat?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Uh, so I believe one of your students was up here on my birthday party.
Okay.
Because my diary was moved, like in a completely different drawer. And I'm wondering if any of your students have mentioned taking down a copy of it. If so, I would like those copies destroyed or brought back, because that is
Okay.
my personal diary.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So one of them did mention it, but it was ratting out the other student.
Mind if I take a guess?
So, absolutely.
Uh, it was or it's Myla now, right? That uh was up here and grabbed the book.
No, actually.
Okay, it was the Perry then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going
Milo,
to need that back.
I will do what I can, but I can't guarantee they'll actually listen to my directions.
Okay. The other thing is I've put together my thesis and I want you to look over it.
Delightful. Okay. Digital storage and transference.
With my diary being moved, I'm also assuming they probably took copies of some of my other research notes and stuff. And, I worked hard on formatting all of this. So if they have any copies of that, I would also like them returned.
Okay. That I don't know if they have or have not.
I don't
So,
either, but I have a sneaking suspicion, since diary was full on that there were other things that they were looking for up here.
yeah. Okay. Getting some warmth back. We're good. We're good.
Sorry again about the walls. The
It's
runes are
it's okay.
they're going a little haywire. They're drawing in way
I
too much
see.
magic, which means they're outputting way too much cold.
Yeah. You should put of in between couple and pages on page 6. These next couple of pages will go over.
Okay. Because this is the thesis I want to bring forward when it comes time to talk about potentially getting a magical license. And I feel
Yeah.
like highlighting some of the work and how it could potentially protect, some of some of the kingdom, like guards and stuff, might help curry favor, such as
Yeah.
the silk that I've been cultivating, and also, you know, protection runes and stuff.
Okay. So I will say, Milo spoke to me about you giving them permission to look through some of your notes.
Yes, I assumed they would approach me when that time came. Uh, and I didn't want people up here on my party because, it was dangerous. The runes were going haywire up here.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes.
the
So,
entire area was practically covered in ice.
yeah, so, okay. This is connecting a few dots. All right. I'm gonna have a talk with Milo here soon.
I have a feeling a lot of people were up here on my birthday.
That's an impression I'm getting. I sincerely apologize for their behavior.
It it wasn't even the worst part about the birthday. I gotta be honest.
Yeah,
Uh,
with Caspian showing up, it was a shit show in general.
yes,
And I apologize that happened on your birthday.
I did send a message to Talia to potentially keep them in the know about Caspian's dealings.
That's probably the best decision made that day. I will say, um, I think you and I also need to talk a little bit more right now.
Okay.
Because I feel like we've had a couple miscommunications.
Okay.
Have you been telling people that I've had an idea of using the containment cells to drain people's magic?
No, I said you mentioned briefly about using the artifact that did this to me for that. The only thing I
Yes.
mentioned about the cells was that using them as possible solitary confinement for dangerous magic use. And that was the
Okay.
previous iteration, not the one we're currently working on out in the forest.
Yes. Okay.
Has great.
Can I just clarify what I meant by both of those?
Yes, but do know that I've already gone through the efforts of making sure that the original, my original interpretation of what you want.
And I can understand that. I just want to clarify so we're both on the same page of what I meant. Is that fair?
Yes, that's 100% fair. I think that's
Okay.
what's needed most in this kingdom. It's a little bit of clarification.
Okay. When I said using that artifact on dangerous criminals, it was with the caveat and the condition that we find a way to reverse it. I would never wish for it to be a permanent thing. It would just be while they're being rehabilitated so they're less of a danger to the people around them. Because imagine, like, a blaze-born arsonist. They're dangerous constantly because their body is able to produce fire naturally through magic. Temporarily removing that while they're being rehabilitated makes it less of a danger for the people around them. Then, once they're rehabilitated, giving them the magic back. That was my
I
caveat.
I understand. I still don't agree with it because when that happened to me, it felt like a very piece of myself was ripped apart. And
Yeah,
I'm going to be completely honest, depending on how long rehabilitation lasts, it it'd be in the same vein as somebody removing your tail for 5, 10, 20 years and then reattaching it when you thought you weren't going to use
yeah. And again,
it. It'd be like giving somebody back the very thing that they've been craving for 20.
yeah. And again, it was a caveat and it was simply an idea. It isn't necessarily something to go through with.
As the head archivist, you should know that some of the most dangerous things that happen through history start off as an idea.
And again, I'm aware. I very much am. I'm probably the most aware of it in this whole kingdom. And same with the containment cell. It was also with the caveat of if it was sustainable for a person to stay in. There's already solitary confinement, it's just a different version.
I
And I
understand that.
understand the qualms. I understand the qualms. And again, now knowing more, I agree with you. I can see that it was a bad idea at the time and still is a bad idea. And again, now knowing more, especially about how it feels to have something like that happen to you with the artifact idea, I can fully concede and say it's a bad idea. And I personally won't even recommend it anymore to the kingdom.
Thank you.
So,
Uh,
and thank you as well for telling me, genuinely from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
I just
Because I was working off of just simple information and conjecture.
have you read the report from 20 years ago? The various my perspective of it or the kingdom's perspective of it.
Personally, I haven't yet, just
I
because I'm sure you're aware there's like 20 different things going on right now. I
I
have access to it in the library, and I'll give it a read one day when I'm in there.
because it I think something's going on.
There probably is, in all honesty. I mean, there's constantly underworld dealings or under the table dealings. It's not even necessarily like black market or underworld dealings. It's simply just under the table, off record dealings.
The reason why I asked, and you can read the full report later, but read the last couple of pages.
Last couple of pages?
Cepheus personally handed off the artifact, and
That I do know. That I
they
did read.
it, it's somewhere. I don't know if Cepheus knows where, but all I've been told for the past 20 years was that it disappeared after the it's up and
I
gone.
mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see if he does know. Honestly, I wouldn't be. But in that same vein, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. The man constantly has his nose down in his research.
I've
And after
worked
20 years, I wouldn't be surprised if he's just simply forgotten it.
I worked directly under him for so long during my childhood that it I figured he would have told me that, it was safely locked away to where it wouldn't hurt anyone again. I I need to find out why he said that, or if it's I after that incident, my memory's never been the best.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's maybe a misinterpretation of my own memories or what.
I mean,
I
there's only one real way to find out, and it's just to look into it.
need a actual license to look at. So uh, that's probably the worst part is trying to get that all sorted. Uh,
Yeah.
which
I mean, you just
honestly,
need a good thesis and
the
also certain positions. Because, I mean, there's a reason I can't get mine.
no,
Just think about it genuinely for a moment. I'm an individual who sits on the single largest collection of knowledge in the kingdom.
yeah, if you had the open liberties to research into any project you want, who knows what you would research?
Exactly.
Who knows what
And
knowledge you'd
what
be
I
able
would
to
find
mix and
out.
max? Yeah,
So I can understand it. Does it make me happy? No, not at all. But I can understand it at least. But
finding
in the meantime, do you want my advice of how to gain information?
yeah,
Stop talking and listen. That's a problem a lot of people have around here. They don't listen enough. Simply be around people and just listen to them. You'll be surprised what you're able to overhear.
I'll
People
try
in this
that.
kingdom constantly whisper, constantly talk, and they don't always think about where they're talking. Simply just listening while you're out and about, you're able to pick up quite a few things.
I've kind of taken a step back from a lot of stuff since the estate's been done. Uh,
I've noticed.
Hence the kind of private work I've been doing up here, just kind of researching stuff. Uh,
Yeah.
One of the things that I want to talk to you more on in the future is I might have found a way to remove the curse from Milo's helmet, but
I mean, it's
understandably,
worth a shot.
Milo's gonna trust me with it to figure out if it works and then show you how it works so you can do it.
All right. With your research, another piece of recommendation that I have done for a long time, do less of your research in here and do more of it out there.
You do realize after I was kicked out of the research institute, I spent 20 years doing independent study abroad and going
I
throughout
do.
areas where nobody else would go to research stuff. I've talked
Hmm.
I've talked to various bod witches and warlocks. I've talked to people who have, mastered anything from herbology to celestial signs. I,
Uh-huh.
I've done a fair bit of research out there, and where I am lacking is in the books department, reading up on
Okay.
what's already been researched by academics who have spent centuries in areas compared to me.
All right. Then, if that's the case, mail me the list of stuff you want from the library, and I will check it out to you. I'm sure you'll give them back on time, so I'm not too worried about it. And obviously, looking at as long as you don't store my books like this
No, these are my personal studies from over the years.
and
I
then put them on here,
yeah,
I'm okay with it.
yeah. Any important books get stored properly in the decks. Uh,
Delightful.
Also,
So,
this I you were kind of zoned out when we did it, but this crystal
I
here,
was told this was the crystal that was resulted after the test, right?
yes,
Yep.
you want to
No, I already
examine it.
informed me. Yeah, Noe already informed me about it. Well, shit. You know what? I think it'd be fine. But again, just mail me a list. There's a mailbox outside the library. Mail me a list of what you're looking for, and I'll find what I can and I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
I'll help you where I can. Because
I
we need more researchers. We need more people who will actually look into things.
I'm gonna try my best to leverage whatever abilities I can with my family to try and help curry some backing to get the license as well. Developing a good thesis on if I should be allowed to experiment with these.
You
Uh,
want my opinion on this?
yeah,
Don't worry about your family. Your family name means nothing when it comes to actually getting a license. What matters is your research, what you're actually looking into, what you're bringing to the table. That's what
it's
matters.
it feels weird though because you need a license to do research, but in order to get a license, you need to show that you can do research.
Mm-hmm.
It
It is. It's
it's kind
odd.
of a catch-22 of okay, am I going to get accepted or am I going to be arrested for doing research without a license? Uh,
It's not even necessarily research into magic that you need. You can research simply just the basic fundamentals of it, if need be, or you can research topics surrounding it. Your thesis
you
doesn't necessarily have to be some new groundbreaking research into magic. It can be the basics in
okay.
showing a deep understanding of said basics.
Do you think do you think my experiments with silk and cultivating the breeds to produce, magical resistant silk might be worthwhile including?
Maybe. I don't think it could
Because
hurt.
uh armor made out of that material, on top of, standard protection runes and stuff could, protect a lot of, guards from minor accidents as well as,
Well, I mean,
protect researchers and stuff.
yeah, well, what even just lining armor with it, because I mean, all armor has some sort of felt, pelt, or wool lining on the underside of it.
Yeah.
Swapping that out with this reinforced silk would naturally give both physical and magical protection. So, I mean, it's
Yeah.
worthwhile.
I mean, the outfits that I prepared, you and the others, they're very protective. And
Hmm.
they're both magical to outside, you know, magic, but they can still be enchanted to the same level as other materials.
Exactly. So, I mean, just even again, lining armor with it gives both protections naturally. Because, I mean, I'm assuming you don't need a lot of it to get that magical protection.
No, actually, each silkworm, I believe, can make about one piece of the armor, and I
Exactly. So,
get four every breeding cycle from each pair of moss.
there you go. It's a very sustainable thing to do for an entire kingdom,
Yeah,
and it's naturally occurring. It's just simply making it. So it would also
and
create jobs for people.
yeah. And the moss themselves don't need too much care for. They just need to have a nice, essentially big terrarium, which I made on the part of the property over there.
Exactly. Again, it's one of those things where it creates jobs for people and also protects people. So I mean, it wouldn't hurt to include in your thesis.
The There's one big thing that I would like to begin with, and that
Hmm.
is, do you have anything on the Church of Aphrodite? Uh, this is kind of a personal thing, not research wise, but I want to read up more Aphrodite, especially with their their words to me last time we spoke.
Yeah. I'll see what I can find just throughout the library, and I'll send what I can because I also need to keep some for Calliope as well.
Yeah, of course. Uh,
And also just general public as well.
yeah. Even if it's
So I'll
just,
send what I can.
are you okay with me making some copies of them so that way I can write notes and stuff in the sides?
Yeah,
Uh,
is I would much rather you not put it in the book, so making a copy is fine by me, as long as you don't
okay.
start selling them.
No, never. You think I
Okay,
sell any of these books? No,
probably
these
not,
are for
but
me to read.
it's just a precautionary thing. I've had people try and do it before,
Yeah.
so
So,
just a precautionary statement.
speaking of Calliope, Calliope also mentioned how dirty my study area was. Uh,
Yeah, it is a little messy for my
it
liking.
it is, but at the same time, I know what each one of these books is. I know where
Yeah,
each one
it's a
is.
matter of organized chaos. I get it. I get it. My
Yeah,
study has ended up like this a couple times.
and
Hell, my office has ended up like this sometimes.
and all of these are various books and notes and stuff given to me over the years to possibly research into this.
Yeah.
Uh, Another thing I again personal and not research wise. Do you know anything about the soul?
The soul. Um,
Because I've had a couple people say that there's just a thick fog whenever they try and get to like me. You know, like the
uh-huh.
magical heartbeat and stuff that
Yeah, yeah,
every living thing has. I don't have it.
yeah.
And
Interesting.
everything we know about when something loses all of its magic is it dies. Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So then what the hell happened to me?
I would assume
Because
it's okay.
there's
Honestly, I don't know. Because again, if you didn't have magic, you'd just be dead. So there's something there. I just don't know what it is. And it will take time to figure out. But my honest to goodness answer is just I don't know. It's something
well,
I've never seen before.
because here's kind of I'll send you it in a written letter later, but here's some things that you know do and don't work magic wise with me, right? So things that do work, right, is anything that can affect me physically, uh, but things that seemingly involve like it, it's hard because I not really. Again, this is just kind of a theory. This last part, but it would make sense that things dealing with the mind and soul wouldn't work on me
Okay.
because anything that tracks magical signatures or relies on the innate magic of me, right, just don't
Hmm.
work. You know,
Yeah.
like Tadlocks, how they can track people by magic signature,
Yeah.
or like magic bracers. They can't channel any magic from me. Uh,
Uh-huh.
so it's very weird.
It is. And I can try and look into it, but I can't promise any meaningful results.
The
Because I'm not going to make a promise I can't keep you.
I would be very interested in finding out if there's any reports from the Magical Institute around that time.
I could look.
Maybe dealing with because they had me examined on site and such, and then I was brought in for a couple of follow ups afterwards.
Yes.
But then once it became clear that magic wasn't coming back, well, and magical experiments without magic. And you
Yes.
can probably guess what happened to my slot at the academy then.
Yes, I can assume. I can. That's fair. Um, Again, I can look into it, but I can't promise fruitful results.
I'm not asking for that promise because that promise has been made so many times over the last 20 years. I'm just
Yeah,
asking you to find what information you can.
yeah. Again, I'm not gonna make you a promise I can't keep.
As for the walls and stuff outside, have I have some people get them, see if they can rewrite the rune.
Yeah.
Uh, if you see Milo again, though, please tell them that if they want to look at my notes, at least tell me what they're looking for, so that way I can get them copies.
Yes, I'll do what I can.
And if they happen to have a copy of my thesis, please make sure they don't go around, uh, you know, possibly portraying that research as their own.
Oh, that will definitely be a talk we have
Because
because that is academic dishonesty and that goes against everything I stand for.
I worked hard on that.
I'm
I,
aware.
I
Again,
poured blood, sweat, and tears into this research, and the last thing I want is somebody else publishing the paper for me.
I know. You don't have to explain this to me. I've seen several cases like this,
I
Myra.
I care more about that thesis than I do my own diary. Truth be told,
Yeah, I will make sure that that thesis will not be used as a way of getting a magic license for themselves.
thank you.
I That is a promise I will make you because I will make sure it happens. That I will give you my word on.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to discuss?
Uh, Nothing on my end. Oh, there was one material I wanted to provide you a sample of. You know those old laboratories that keep popping up?
Yes.
I found out that the some of the blocks or like building materials in them are stone mixed with iron inside of it.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I found a potential way to purify them stronger by intermixing when I have a working program to show you.
Delightful. I'd appreciate that.
I, truth be told, your students tend to be the ones constantly finding these dangerous labs. So if I could find a way
Yeah.
to make it safer for them, I'm sure you'd appreciate
I
that.
know. Yeah, I very much do. Thank you. But I must get going.
Yes. Please try and stay warm on your way out. If
I
need
will.
be, try and jump off the south eastern wall and head towards Go Fjord. It's warmer that way.
I will. Thank you.
Have a good day.